In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the most common traps that drain your cash, kill your savings, and keep you from living your financial dreams. Number 1. Lifestyle inflation. This is one of the biggest traps that people fall into, and it happens to almost everyone. Picture this. You just got a raise, or maybe a new job with a better salary. Suddenly you're thinking, hey, I deserve a new car, or it's time for a better apartment, or why not go out for expensive dinners every weekend? But here's the thing. Spending more just because you're earning more is the fastest way to keep yourself on a treadmill. You're making more but also spending more, which means you're barely moving forward financially. This is why people who make six figures often still struggle to save anything. Instead of inflating your lifestyle, inflate your investments and savings. Use that extra cash to build your future rather than feed your current wants. Pro tip: set a lifestyle ceiling, a personal limit on how much you allow your expenses to grow even if your income keeps climbing. Trust me, future you will thank you when you've got a cushion instead of just a closet full of gadgets. Alright, on to number 2, ignoring compound interest. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: compound interest is your best friend when it comes to building wealth. So, what is compound interest? It's the snowball effect where you earn interest not only on your original investment, but also on the interest itself. Over time, this effect multiplies your money faster than you can imagine. But here's the catch: if you ignore it, you're essentially robbing yourself of future wealth. Think about this. Even a small investment today can grow into a large sum if you give it enough time. The earlier you start, the better. And even if you're starting later in life, starting now is better than waiting another year. So if you don't have a retirement account yet, or if you're only putting in the minimum, get on that. Even if it's just a little at first, make it a habit. Your money will grow over time, and one day you'll be so glad you let compound interest do its thing. Moving on to number 3. Falling into the trap of high-interest debt. This one is a massive wealth killer. Credit card debt, payday loans, or any type of high-interest debt can ruin your finances faster than almost anything else. Picture it like this. You have a credit card with a 20% interest rate. Every month, that balance grows, even if you're only spending a little bit, because the interest keeps piling on. If you're carrying high-interest debt, every dollar you earn is really just feeding the interest. So here's what you do. Make a plan to pay off that high-interest debt as fast as you can. Cut up those high-interest credit cards if you have to, switch to debit, or make a strict payoff plan. Once you're out of that debt cycle, you'll be amazed at how much more freedom you have to start saving, investing, and actually building wealth rather than throwing it at interest payments. Number 4. Failing to invest. This is a big one. A lot of people think that saving money in a bank account will make them wealthy, but here's the hard truth. The money you keep in a savings account is actually losing value over time due to inflation. Every year, the purchasing power of that money decreases. So, if you're only relying on a savings account, you're actually going backwards financially. The secret to wealth isn't just in saving. It's in growing your money. Investing in the stock market, real estate, or other assets can yield returns that far outpace inflation. Yes, investing can be intimidating, especially if you're new to it, but don't let that fear stop you. Educate yourself. Start small if you need to, or even use an automated investing app if you're not sure where to start. The key is to make sure your money is growing, not just sitting. Alright, number 5. Living without a budget. Let me ask you this. Do you know exactly where your money goes each month? If not, you're essentially driving blind when it comes to your finances. A budget isn't about restricting your spending. It's about knowing you're spending. When you have a budget, you have a plan. You're not just hoping you'll save money at the end of the month, you're making sure you do. A budget gives you control over your money and helps you avoid unnecessary spending. Wealthy people know where every dollar goes because they know that every dollar has a purpose. So make a plan, track your expenses, and stick to it. You'll be amazed at how much more intentional you become about spending and how much more you can save or invest. Number 6. Waiting too long to take action. Procrastination is the enemy of wealth. Many people think they'll start saving and investing next year, but the truth is, there's no perfect time. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to catch up. Every year you put off investing or saving is a year you miss out on growth. If you're waiting for the right moment or a time when you have extra money, you'll never get started. Start now. Even if it's just a small amount, taking action today will make a huge difference over the long run. Remember, time is your greatest asset, so start small, start simple, but most importantly, just start. And finally, number 7. Surrounding yourself with people who drain your financial goals. This might sound surprising, but the people around you can make or break your financial future. When you're surrounded by people who are always spending, who don't value saving, or who discourage your goals, it's easy to fall into those same habits. But guess what? When your social circle is all about buying the latest gadgets, going out for expensive meals, or keeping up with trends, you're spending just to keep up, and it's holding you back. Instead, find people who inspire you to be financially responsible, who talk about investments, who encourage you to reach your goals. The people around you should be lifting you up, not weighing you down. Your environment has a huge impact on your behavior, so surround yourself with people who make you want to save, invest, and grow. Alright, let's recap quickly. Avoid lifestyle inflation, don't ignore compound interest, stay out of high-interest debt, start investing, set a budget, take action now, and surround yourself with people who support your goals. These are the steps to protect your money, grow your wealth, and ultimately, get rich. Let me leave you with one final thought. Wealth isn't just about how much you make, it's about how well you manage it. You could earn $1 million a year and still struggle financially if you're making these mistakes. On the flip side, you can build wealth with even a modest income if you're smart, disciplined, and aware of these traps. So, if you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content on achieving financial freedom, and share this with someone who could use a financial wake-up call. Remember, building wealth isn't about magic or luck. It's about making smart, strategic choices. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.